Hello and welcome to Vacations by Tiffany. I'm your go-to travel agent giving you tips and information about cruises, Disney, and more. In this episode, we're taking a tour of Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas. This is an Oasis class ship which was built in 2016. It's one of the largest ships in the world, so let's get started right here on Deck 3 and work our way up. You'll find mostly staterooms, but there's also a conference center. You'll also find the lower level of the main dining room. Just a reminder, eating here is included in the cost of your cruise fare. There's also an escalator entrance to the gangway, which is where you will get on and off of the ship while you're in port. Deck 4 is called Entertainment Place. Here you'll find the Studio B ice skating rink, where you can watch world-class performers or even try skating yourself during the free skate sessions. Be sure to check the Royal Caribbean app for the times, arrive early, and make sure that you've got long pants and socks. The Diamond Club, which you see here, are for those who are in the Crown and Anchor Society at the diamond level or higher. For more about that, check out my episode all about the Crown and Anchor Society. Here is the Attic Comedy Club. You can check the Royal Caribbean app for showtimes and reserve a seat. They offer both family-friendly shows and adults-only 18 and up shows. They do fill up fast, so make sure you arrive early. Still in the entertainment place is the Royal Theatre, where you can see Broadway shows like Grease and also original productions like Columbus the Musical. Next to the theater is Casino Royale, featuring slot machines, poker games of all kinds, and roulette. The casino is only operating during specific hours, so be sure to check during your cruise. You'll also find the art gallery, where you could check out auctions or purchase art to be shipped right to your house. And on Deck 4 is the middle level of the main dining room. Don't forget that you can check which main dining room is yours by looking on your room key. Or, of course, a crew member would be happy to help. Next to that, you'll find Izumi, Hibachi, and Sushi Restaurant. This is one of the specialty restaurants on board the Harmony of the Seas. For more information about the specialty restaurants, check out my separate episode. Deck 5 is home to the Royal Promenade. This part of the ship is like a giant shopping mall in the middle of the ship. There's lots of bars and restaurants and even staterooms where you could look into the promenade area. You can also access the upper level of the Royal Theatre. And there's also a promenade with a jogging or walking track. And there's a chart telling you how many miles equals how many laps around the ship. Here's on-air karaoke bar and lounge, which is where they'll host trivia and other events throughout your cruise. Here is the shore excursion desk, where you can sign up for shore excursions or ask them any of the questions that you have. Next to that is Boleros, the Latin lounge area and music venue. There's lots of comfortable places to sit, and they also have a full-service bar in here. You'll find lots of shops in the Royal Promenade, both in the middle of the promenade and off to the sides. Here you can find everything from purses and attire to perfumes and cologne. There's also a duty-free liquor store. There's lots of name brand shops like Kate Spade, New York. This here is the English style pub, the Boot and Bonnet Pub. They have live music and a great beer selection. Here's Sorrento's Pizza, offering pizza almost 24 hours, and a freestyle Coca-Cola machine. The Cafe Promenade is where you can get specialty coffees and lattes, which do cost extra, or they're included in some of the drink packages. There's also the free drip coffee and snacks throughout the day. The next cruise desk is where you can sign up for your next cruise and get lots of deals that you can only find on board. There's also the guest services desk, where they can help answer any of your questions. The Royal Promenade is one of the 2 places where you can board the Rising Tides bar. This is a very unique moving bar that takes you right up to Central Park. Nearby is the port shopping desk with information and maps, and also the Wi-Fi desk. Both of these usually have crew members available to help answer any of your questions about shopping or Wi-Fi. Nearby is the Bionic Bar, one of my favorite features on the Oasis class ships. Be sure to check out my episode all about the bars and lounges, and also about the different drink packages on Royal Caribbean. Last but not least, on the aft of the ship, on Deck 5, is the uppermost level of the main dining room. Now for Deck 6. Here you'll find the Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness Center. There's a variety of spa massages and treatments that you can get for an extra charge. There's also the Vitality Cafe, featuring coffee and smoothies. Also in this area is the salon where you can get your hair or your nails done, a manicure or a pedicure. And free of charge is the fitness center, which is available to use during different hours of your cruise. Also on Deck 6 is the Schooner Bar. This bar features trivia and live piano music in the evenings. You'll find a schooner bar on each of the Royal Caribbean ships in the fleet. It's a very popular place and is usually open very late into the evening. Next to that is the Picture This photo studio and Focus, where you can purchase all of your photographs that are taken on board the ship, or souvenirs like photo albums and picture frames. You'll also find the entrance to the boardwalk right here on Deck 6. The Oasis class ships, like the Harmony of the Seas, are divided into different neighborhoods, like the boardwalk and the Royal Promenade. These neighborhoods each provide a different atmosphere and helps to keep the crowds around the ship at a minimum. As you can see here, there are some balcony staterooms, which is one of my favorite category on the Harmony and the Oasis class ships. On the boardwalk, you'll find lots of places like Starbucks coffee. There's also the Boardwalk Doghouse with sausages, beef, pork, and chicken hot dogs. Here's the carousel, an iconic part of the boardwalk on Royal Caribbean. Next to that is a clothing shop and an arcade. Also the Royal Caribbean shop, where you can find logo apparel and souvenirs. Here's Johnny Rockets, which is another specialty dining, and Sabor Mexican Restaurant. Be sure to check out my episode all about my lunch that I had here, right here on the Royal Caribbean playlist. Toward the aft of the ship, you'll find the rock climbing wall, and also the Aqua Theater. Here you can see world-class entertainment that you can't find on any other cruise ship. You can reserve a seat in the app, or if you have one of those boardwalk balconies, you might be able to see the show right from your balcony. During my cruise on the Harmony of the Seas, I got to see 2 different shows, the Fine Line and Hideaway Heist Aqua Show, both of which were very amazing, and I'd highly recommend them. For more about the entertainment you'll find on Royal Caribbean, check out my episode right here on my channel. Also on the boardwalk, you can't miss these giant purple slides, the Ultimate Abyss, but more on that later. Now for Deck 7. Here you'll mostly find staterooms like this one, an interior cabin. You can find a tour of this cabin on my Royal Caribbean playlist. There are 2 elevator bays and sets of stairs located in this ship. You'll also find plenty of maps nearby to help you find your way around. It is a large ship, but it's very easy to navigate. Having the different neighborhoods definitely helps. Deck 8 is home to Central Park. This is one of my favorite places on the Oasis class ships. It's a very beautiful, lush garden area right in the middle of the ship. There are some more shops here in Central Park that sell jewelry and watches. There are also cabins that have balconies and views into the Central Park area. There's lots of pathways and benches where you can usually enjoy some shade or maybe even a nice cool breeze. In Central Park, you'll find Vintages, the wine bar. This place usually has the best selections of wine on the whole ship, and you can also sign up for wine tastings. Park Cafe is a quick counter service restaurant where you can get breakfast, lunch, and snacks without as much of the crowds like you would find in the Windjammer Buffet. Jamie's Italian is one of the specialty restaurants on board. Check out my episode just about Jamie's Italian if you want to see more of the menu and my experience there. The Trellis Bar is a beautiful outdoor space where you can chat with your friends at the bar or sit at one of the tables. Each of the bars on board has a specialty menu where you can scan the QR code. In the evenings, you'll find live music being performed under the stars. This here is Chop's Grill, another of the specialty restaurants on Royal Caribbean, and 150 Central Park. Be sure to check out my episode about the specialty dining on the Harmony and the other Oasis class ships. Also along the pathways, you'll find the top entrance to the Rising Tides Bar. And inside from the Central Park is the Dazzles Nightclub. Deck 9 is where you'll find more staterooms and the top floor of the Dazzles Nightclub. Decks 10 and 11 are all staterooms. And just a reminder that you can find the deck plans for each of the ships online at royalcaribbean.com. Deck 12 is where you'll find more staterooms and also one of my favorite specialty dining restaurants, Wonderland. Be sure to check out my episode just about this really amazing restaurant. They've got great cocktails and very delicious food. Deck 14 is where you'll find the Kids Club's Adventure Ocean. They've got different areas for the kids from ages 3 through 11. There's lots of fun activities and things for them to do, like the science lab and an arts and crafts studio. Now for Deck 15. At the front of the ship, you'll find the solarium. This is the adults only area, which is actually 16 and up, not 18 and up. Here they have their own hot tubs and pools, and lots of space, and sun loungers, and comfortable chairs with cushions. There's also a lot of shade, and some quiet, soft music playing in the background. On the upper level is the solarium bar. And now for the main part of the pool deck. You can see pools here on either side of the ship. There's also some really fun water slides. There's lots of sun loungers, and some of them are in the shade too. There are a few hot tubs located around the pool deck, and there's even some on the sides that are cantilevered over the edge of the ship. Up on the pool deck, there is the pool bar and the sandbar. There's also lots of servers walking around taking drink orders. This is the Patty Scuba Desk, where you can sign up for shore excursions and ask the pros here any scuba questions. The teen club is called the Living Room and Fuel. There's also some ping pong tables in this area. This is Mini Bites, which serves snacks throughout the day. Here's the basketball court, which also converts to a pickleball court. This is the mini golf course. And just a reminder that all of this is included in the price of your cruise. Also on the sports deck is the really fun zip line. Another fantastic feature you'll find on most Royal Caribbean ships is the Flowrider. They offer both boogie boarding and stand-up surfing. And if it's your first time, the crew members will guide you and help you as you go. This is also included in the price of your cruise. So whether you're a surfing pro or it's your first time, it's fun to give it a go or just watch and cheer on your friends and family as they surf. There's also the Wipeout Bar and the Ultimate Abyss Slide. This is one of my favorite things to do on the ship. Just a reminder, it is not a water slide. It is a dry slide where you sit in a padded mat. You'll start over 150 feet above sea level and travel through 3 different spirals and slide over 70 feet down to the landing pad at the boardwalk. Deck 16 is the sun deck. Here you'll find the upper level of the solarium, and the sun deck provides great views of the ocean, watching the sunset, or sailing away from port. Here we are in Royal Caribbean's private resort of Labadee, Haiti. Also on Deck 16 is the Windjammer Marketplace. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be sure to check the hours that are posted, or you can find it on the Royal Caribbean app. Here they have included drinks like juices, lemonade, tea, and water. Check out my episode for more information just about the food on the Harmony of the Seas. Decks 17 and 18 is where you'll find the suites on board. They have their own bar and lounge, as well as a suites-only sun deck, and the Coastal Kitchen restaurant, which is also just for those who are staying in the suites. If you'd like to see a virtual tour of the different suites, including the Crown Loft 2-story suite that you see here, you can go online and check out all of the different rooms and cabins that they have on the different ships. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for new episodes coming soon all about cruises, Disney, and more. See you next time.